wanted to build with you on today's supreme mathematics, which is knowledge wisdom. So when we're dealing with today's math, you know what I'm saying? We're dealing with constantly being aware of what's being done, being said and expressed. You know, being conscious, being alert, you know, being circumspect in your vision, making sure that you are analyzing everything that's around you, assessing and evaluating and taking notes of what's happening. You know, these things are really pertinent to your daily living, because at the end of the day, you got to realize, you know, and there can be situations where you're not highly aware of what's going on yet. Once you start paying attention and opening your third eye, things begin to make more sense. Because sometimes people walk around this world unconscious, but they're consciously walking around, but they're unconscious mentally. You feel what I'm saying? So dealing with today's math is mentally being alert of what's being expressed. You know, in today's degree, in the 1 to 40, it says, tell us why the devil does not teach that. And it says because he desires to make slaves out of all they can so he could rob them and live in luxury. So this is how I broke this down right now. I know a lot of individuals might not go this route, but I go different routes because I build in many different ways, shape, forms, and fashions. So it's interchangeable. You know what I'm saying? And one thing for sure and two things for certain is this. When you look at that lesson tells you, tell us why the devil does not teach that. First of all, you gotta look at what a devil is before you understand what he's teaching. Because if you don't understand what a devil is, then you won't know what the devil teach. And this is what gets people caught up. Because sometimes people will be so caught up in today's society of not paying attention to who and what is being taught and what is being taught and how it's being taught that they don't know whether it's God or the devil. They don't know if it's righteous or truthful or wicked. So what is the devil? A devil is a grafted man that's made wicked, or any grafted live germ from original is devil. To make devil, what you begin to do first, we want to make devil, one must begin grafting from the original or taking away from the original, the source, the root. So all in all, when you look at this whole lesson, it says because he desires to make slaves out of all he can so he could rob them and live in luxury. Now, I look at it like this, right? In the educational system, when we're dealing with, you know, schools of thought, a lot of schools or institutions are not going to teach you how to think. They're going to teach you what to think. This is what the devil don't teach. He's not going to tell you this his whole plot and theme on how he's going to get you. It just happens to you within a matter of a split second, because you sometimes, you know, us as children, as we growing up and going to school, and we're not understanding the whole gist of why we're getting educated just to get a job, and then we got to sit here and be working a job for 20 years just for us to retire and have a pension, but yet they don't teach you how to be your own made boss, a self-made millionaire, and things of that nature, because they don't teach that in school, because at the end of the day, the educational system is whacked. The educational system, when it comes down to elementary school, when it comes down to high schools, nowadays are going to become whack, because nowadays a lot of children are not paying attention in school because they know that there's something more than what their school is teaching. And that's one thing the devil does not teach. The devil does not teach you to know and understand that he's actually using you as a tool and a slave to keep making his money. And this is what we mean when we talk about when you see these motherfuckers in these higher up situations in these corporations, and they're sitting up here with an original man, knowing and understand that he ain't ever gonna elevate, but yet they're gonna tell him that he's doing well, he was a good work, give him maybe employee of the month or some shit. But at the end of the day, he's still being used as that puppet on the string. And they're making that man money. Instead of him using his wits and his intelligence to be like, wait a minute, I can do the same thing he's doing, probably even better. If I just even put my intelligence and my genius IQ to it, there's nothing I can't do. So now, the devil does not teach what? Okay. When you look at 12, right, half of 12 is 6. And you go to that 6th degree, and the 1 of 14, it says, tell us about the devil keep and teach our people literate. And it says, so he may use them for a tool and a slave. He keeps them blind to themselves so he can master them. And literate means ignorant. You feel what I'm saying? First of all, Ignorant means to see yet don't adhere to. So basically what I'm saying is this. You know that it's going to be, for instance, you know that your mother told you to come in the house at 12 o'clock. You already know. She gave you the whole rundown, blueprint, and everything. Yet, you do not adhere to what's being given as far as the command, as far as the law that's being enforced. So now you go past 12 and she comes and busts you upside your fucking head because of the mere fact that you broke the law. She put a law in place to be enforced for you to what? Pay attention to what's being said, because this is responsibility and paying attention to be accountable for your time. So yet you don't pay attention. Now all of a sudden she done bust you upside the head because you came in the house late and you disobeyed her. So now this is the same thing where in this day and age where you see a lot of these motherfuckers being used as tools and slaves, and they don't even know why. They just going along for the ride. It's like, oh, it's cool, it's nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what's happening. But in reality, they're not teaching you the actual reason why things are happening the way that they are. Now, when you look at the 11th degree previous, it says, will you sit at home away from mystery God? Then a previous degree says, who is that mystery God? Then a previous degree says, tell us why the devil sees the 85% of that mystery God brings all this. These lessons go in a sequence of events for you to have understanding it. You just have to draw it out on your own good time and will. Because look at what is being said to you. It says, right? Tell us why the devil does not teach that. What is that he's not teaching you? He's not teaching you that the Son of Man is the original man, or the true and living God, or the almighty true and living God. He's not teaching you that. Because let me tell me something. Why would the devil want to teach you any of that shit when his whole duty is to fucking wipe you out? He's not going to sit here and teach you freedom, justice, and equality. He'll teach you hate, destruction, and resentment. He'll teach you about pain. He'll teach you about a lot of shit that you ain't even going to be paying attention to yet, but you're going to be instilled in, and you're going to be incorporating and implementing in your life. Devil's not going to teach you love. That was the whole job, is to steal, kill, and destroy. Even the Bible tells you that. So when you look at these whole situations and circumstances, why does the devil not teach that? Because he has a fucking hidden motive to wipe your ass clean without you even noticing. And then you know you still giving your motherfucking riches to him. That's why I said so he could rob them and live in luxury. Who's them? The original people. Those who are not aware of what's going on and what's happening because they do not choose to be aware. They do not choose to be consciously aware of what's happening. So therefore, things are being taken advantage of, and they're being snakes in their garden, and they are enjoying it because they're allowing it to happen. That's why they keep getting stung over and over again. And that's just the bottom line of that situation. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to be circumspect in your vision when it comes down to paying attention to who and what's what in your corner. Because at the end of the day, it all is based on subjection. When you are around certain people do certain things that you can't catch on to, but yet they're not teaching you the actual reason why they're doing it. They're teaching you what they're doing. They're doing it, but they don't teach that. What is that they're not teaching? They're not teaching you that they're being a snake in the grass, and they're trying to take your ass out and try to destroy your whole very character of who you are. The devil's not going to teach you that. The devil, listen, you go to 12th grade and then what? Then you go to college. You go to college, but they don't teach you how to get a job and how to speak. They teach you how to speak fluently now and all that, and with speeches and everything. However, they don't teach you the actual ins and outs of the institution that you're going to be engaged in. You end up going into a job where the motherfucking boss is colored. You don't see no original men up at top in the corporate. You don't see that. But yeah, who you going to see? You're going to see a lot of motherfuckers that's not like you. So overall, what I'm saying is this. The devil's not going to teach you that he's going to rob you and live in luxury. He's not teaching that shit to you. Because he's trying to wipe you out without you even seeing it. And before you know it, it's too late. And you know how he's trying to wipe you out? Drugs, liquor, all type of shit that causes minor pains to you. These fucking pills, all these fucking subscriptions, going to these doctors, having these diseases, all type of shit. He's not teaching that to you because you know what? That's the whole part of destruction. He's destroying you. Why would somebody try to give you the blueprint on how to destroy you when they're destroying you? and talking about doodling.